welcome back to Discovery with Miss Natalie. That's me. So this morning we are going to read a story about these really cool animals who get a little creative with their owner. So the story is called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. So we're going to find out what these cows and maybe this duck and this chicken are doing on a typewriter. And let's go ahead and see what happens. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Written by Doreen, Cronin, and illustrated by Betsy Lewin. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible! Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Look at him down here. He has his arms up. He is not very happy with his cows and his hens. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early in the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. The cows are getting quite clever. They're trying to make deals with Farmer Brown so that they can get those blankets. Do you think Farmer Brown's going to do it? Take the typewriter for a blanket? Let's find out. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. They got their blankets. Look, they look all nice and toasty under their blanket. But do you think they're going to give Farmer Brown the typewriter? Let's find out. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack, click, clack, quack, clickety, clack, quack. Who kept the typewriter? The ducks did. They saw the cows and hens get electric blankets. So they used their brain and thought, maybe if we type a note, Farmer Brown would give us something too. The end. was such a cute story. These cows got together and they said, you know what, we're pretty cold. We would like some blankets. And then they made a deal with Farmer Brown and got their blankets. So this afternoon, we are going to do an activity with cows, and we're going to learn a little bit about shapes. So if you would like to do that activity with me, come on back later this afternoon, and we will explore some cows and shapes. So have a great rest of your morning, and I can't wait to see you again later. Bye!